Good morning. Great to be with you and with the WATD audience. I am running for the United States Congress in the 10th District, and frankly, I didn't think I'd be doing this. If someone had asked me a couple of years ago if I would ever run for office again, I'd say, you know what, I had a wonderful 8 years as state treasurer, but I'll leave that running to office to others. And then I watched over the last year or so, and last summer took particular note of how Washington politicians were spending more and more money, borrowing more and more money, and I got to the point where I realized that we need to change the course in Washington. If we don't do it real quickly, we won't recognize this country, and the American dream will be something of the past. So I've been out running now for the last month and a half or so, and it started out where I was running against Congressman Delahunt, the incumbent. He has since announced that he will not be seeking re-election, and the response I'm getting is nothing short of incredible. And I recognize that this is more than one candidate, it's more than one elected official, it's a movement of people who are concerned about themselves, their children, their children's children, and recently when they saw that health care package jammed through down in Washington against the will of the people, when they saw it jammed through using all sorts of backroom deals and all sorts of manipulation of the system, they got even angrier. And now today we pick up the newspaper to see that they're considering a value-added tax for Americans, basically the sales tax approach that European countries have. And I believe people are only going to become more frustrated, more angry toward Washington because Washington politicians simply aren't listening. So I'm out there every day, and as my 15-year-old daughter said when I explained to her that I was thinking about running, she said, why would you want to leave Scituate in order to go to Washington? And we love our life, but there comes a time when we all have to do our duty for our nation, and there are certainly people who put a whole lot more on the line. They put their lives, they put their well-being. So I think going down to Washington and doing my part to bring common sense to the process down there is the least I can do. I come from a family where both of my parents came to America from Italy as children, and they worked, they risked, they sacrificed to achieve their dreams, and they always instilled in us this idea that this is the greatest country ever put on the face of the earth, and if you're willing to go the extra mile, good things will occur to you. And I want to keep that American dream alive for many, many others for years to come. And you know, when we're looking to emulate the Western European democracies, what strikes me is there's no French dream, there's no Italian dream, there's no German dream, it's the American dream. And the last point I will make here as I start another day on the campaign trail is that this is an amazing district from Quincy to the tip of Cape Cod, Nantucket, Martha's Vineyard. There are people throughout this district who aren't looking for bigger government and higher taxes. They want less government, lower taxes, more freedom, and their attitude is, look, I can fend for myself. I don't need government taking me from the cradle to the grave. And you just look at the kind of taxes that are being paid already by people out there. You know, it's a federal income tax, it's a state income tax, it's sales tax, meals tax, gas tax, excise tax, capital gains tax, property tax, fees for schools when your child gets on the bus, it's fees for sports. It never ends, and the middle class person in this country is being asked to give more and more, tighten their belt more and more. And where are the politicians on this? The Beacon Hill politicians, the Capitol Hill politicians, they all have this attitude like there's a bottomless pit that we all can keep reaching into to grab more and more money. So I want to go down to Washington with common sense, principled approaches to things and say this is what our founding fathers envisioned for America. Less government, lower taxes, and an American dream that's based on freedom. So I appreciate the opportunity to be here at WATD, and I ask the voters of the 10th District to please keep me in mind throughout this election cycle. The primary will be in September, general election in November. We have a website, joemalonecongress.com. Let me repeat that, joemalonecongress.com. We have a headquarters right here on 139 on the Pembroke-Marshfield line. Please come and join us, get involved. We need to take America back. We need to make sure that our future is bright, our future is prosperous, our future is strong. I thank again ATD for this wonderful opportunity.